It's so much going on in the world right now that it's easy, incredibly easy for us to lose hope. Which in turn, if you lose your hope, you lose your confidence, right? So what good is that? Whenever we're faced with adversity in life, which we're always faced with that every single day, we're faced with some type of adversity. But whenever we're faced with adversity, we tend to lose those little intricate pieces of ourselves that makes us uniquely us. So it does disappear temporarily, but you can always get those items back. Those different intricate pieces that make that uniqueness up for you and of you, you can get those back because hope can be regained and confidence can be boosted. Today, I want to talk about being bold and wearing your confidence. Let me say it again. Being bold and wearing your confidence. Okay, let's face it. Sometimes we allow people to dictate how we should show up in this world and how we feel. Again, let's say this together. We allow people to dictate how we should show up in this world and how we should feel. That alone, you're taking pieces of yourself from you. So you're not showing up. You're not being bold when you allow that to happen. You're not being confident when you allow that to happen. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about you being bold and you wearing your confidence. Because honey, no matter, let me just let you in on a secret real quick, because I don't know if you knew this or not, but just in case you didn't know, no matter if you're big, small, fat, skinny, rich, poor, it does not matter. People are going to talk about you. So why let them dictate how you feel about yourself and how you show up in the world? They're going to talk regardless. So let's combat that with you being bold in your purpose and in your life, and you're making strategic steps towards a brighter future for yourself and for your family. And yeah, don't let nobody tell you how you should feel and how you should show up. That's not for them to do. 5 tips of how you can show up bold and wear your confidence every day. So let's jump right into these tips. Tip number 1, show up. Number 1, show up. No matter how you feel every day, you have to show up. Success is not about how you feel. It does not operate off of emotion. It operates off of action, taking action every day. So you have to get up. You gotta get moving. You gotta just start putting things into motion even when you don't feel like it. Girl, even when you, let's face it, us women, when we on that time of the month, some of us don't want to get, I know for me, I don't like to get out the bed. Them cramps be kicking my butt. But I have to get up out of the bed and I gotta still show up for my clients, for myself, for my family. I still have to get my butt out that bed and take some action in the day. So step number 1 or tip number 1 is you gotta get out the bed, honey. You gotta get up and you gotta show up for yourself. You gotta find out what it is in the day that you need to get accomplished to move to the next realm of your goal or the day. Maybe you need to cook breakfast, whatever it may be. Maybe you have several meetings set up to meet with clients and you just don't feel like doing it. What I have to say to you is get your life together, because I need you to wake up and just do it. Just do it. Just start moving. Just start moving. little micro steps creates macro steps, and you'll start seeing you achieve goals when you start making the small little steps. Even if you don't want to do it, you'll start seeing some results from those small steps. So that's tip number 1, is that you need to just show up for yourself.
Tip number 2, be positive.
Okay, so this may be hard, especially for us who's going through a lot. Let me see how I can say this. No matter what you're going through, you have to speak. You have to try and remain in a positive headspace. And I know I'm asking a lot of you. I know that I am. I know that it's difficult because I too go through a lot. I'm not perfect. I am not covered by some type of shield that, shields me from negative things happening to me or bad things happening to me. But I've learned to find the silver lining in everything. So you remember when we had those cameras before HD cameras came out, and we had cameras that had the film. That film, even though when we took the picture, it was a negative, but when we took it to a Photoshop place, they turned it into a positive. That's what you have to do to remain positive. You have to speak affirmations over your life. You have to speak positivity into your life in order for you to start attracting positive things and positive people in your space. So that's the tip number 2 that I have for you, is to what? Remain positive. What, girl? I just dropped the mic. What? Yeah.
Tip number 3, embrace who you are.
Okay. Now I ain't trying, but I know I'm gonna get up in some people's business right about now. Yes, I said it. Embrace who. Yes, you have to embrace who you are. There is no other person on planet Earth or planet Mars, whatever, that's like you. You are uniquely designed. No one has your personality. No one has your fingerprint. So what if you're a little weird? So what if you're a little eccentric? So what if people don't get? Some of our biggest, I would say, downfalls is when we try to be like someone else, or we don't embrace who we are. So we kind of lose our identity. So we start taking on characteristics of someone that we either admire, but we don't necessarily want to be like, because it's not truly authentic to who we truly are. So I would say to someone who's having difficulties in this area is to journal about it. Journal about why is it that you may feel a certain way. I would say journal every day, because if you journal every day and just write down your thoughts, free writing, no editing, you'll find a lot is revealed to you through journaling. But I would also say, don't let anyone dictate, your authenticity. Like, you are who you are. If people can't accept you with how you are, that's not your circle of people. It just truly isn't, and you have to find ways to disconnect yourself from those type of people, because it is a form of negativity. So you want to remain positive, in a positive headspace, positive energy all around you. You don't need anyone who makes you second guess yourself. You want people to accept you for who you are, and you need to do the same for others. So embrace who you are, girl. So what? If you love wearing pink hair, that is you. Embrace you, boo-boo. I love you just the way you are.
Tip number 4, groom yourself.
Yourself. Now, this this is for every aspect of Groom Yourself. You understand me? Down to diet, exercise, self-care, meaning you're taking a shower, you are properly grooming yourself with your attire, with combing your hair, brushing your teeth, just the necessities of grooming yourself. That is, you tell people how you feel about yourself through how you show up. So you want to make sure that you're showing up, displaying the very best version of yourself. If you're struggling in this area as far as brushing in the morning, to get your teeth brushed, to get your hair combed, to put on proper attire, to have time to iron your clothes, this, that, and the other. I'll do a video later on about how I get ready, because I do it like a week in advance. But for those everyday necessities, I would say get up an hour, hour and a half earlier to get those things done. That way you won't be rushing. That way you are putting out the very best version of yourself, because what's going on inside is going to reflect on the outside, and that's how people will perceive you. They're going to perceive you with your energy and how you show up physically, how you look. Unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Just like you go in the store and you choose an item based off of the packaging, people will want to get to know you more by how you show up and how you're perceived as soon as they see you. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. So just take those extra few moments just to show up for yourself. If you're having a lot of skincare issues and your diet is off and you're not having a lot of water intake, you want to make sure that you're putting the right nutrients in your body to, you know, have the nice skin. When I take my makeup off, my skin is not bad because I make sure that I have this torturous, I would say, a torturous self-care routine, and then I make sure that I kind of stay away from fried foods, that I am definitely increasing my water intake, taking a multivitamin, take hair and nail skin vitamins, and I do so much because my health is important. I exercise on a daily basis. Even though I don't want to, I do it because it's all about being healthy. It's all about the best version of myself. Showing up. I spend time reading. I spend time just mentally preparing myself for my day. That's just how it is. I take it so serious. That's why I get up early in the morning, because I take my self-care and how I show up to other people very seriously. I don't want to put anything that may be damaging to who I truly am out there. I mean, we all have our good days and our bad days, but you want to have more good days when you're interacting with people than you do a bad day. People are going to remember the negative before they remember the positive, and that's just the way it is. Because I know, even personally with me, is that when I have certain interactions with people, no matter how positive that person may be, if they come across negative all the time, I'm always going to remember that negative piece of it. And you know, I remember the positive too, but more so that stands out in my mind is the negative experiences every time, like especially every time that I've interacted with this person, it's been more negative experiences than positive. That's just how it is. So moving right along.
Tip number 5, have self-respect.
Have some self-respect. And I can't stress this enough for us ladies, because I see so much on a daily basis with me being a makeup artist and a confidence coach. I see so much no self-respect. Basically, you set the tone for how people speak to you and how people address you and who you attract. you set the tone for that. You set it with your energy. You set it with the intentions you set for yourself every day. You set it how you show up. That's just how it is. Like, if you start seeing people that come your way that's more aggressive towards you, that may be disrespecting you in some manner, you have to take a step back and you have to look at yourself and say, okay, what is it that I'm putting out here that's attracting that type of energy this way, that's attracting that type of person this way? You have to then say, am I respecting myself? Because I'm just attracting disrespectful people. We all have to give ourselves that reality check, that self-respect check. There's nothing like, I was gonna say something about maybe the way certain times that you dress, and I know it's good to wear sexy things sometimes, guys. I do it. I do, girl. I know. I do too. I wear some maybe a sexy dress, not too revealing or anything like that. I don't go overboard, because I do have my morals and I do have my standards, and it's a certain way that I like to dress, and I consider it sexy. But we just have to be very mindful of what we're putting out here, and for the fellas too, you got to be very mindful of what you're putting out here as well. But more so, I'm speaking to the ladies, because just because you see somebody you admire on Instagram doing ass shots, don't mean you gotta do it. Don't mean that's what type of energy and type of people you want to attract. You don't know. Do what you know that you feel within is the right thing to do. That's what I go by. I used to, before I knew who I was, so I knew who Keto was. You start taking on characteristics of somebody else. You may start doing things that other people are doing, and that's not necessarily what you want to do, or that's not necessarily who you are. But because you don't have self-identity, that's what you start doing, and you don't want to do that, honey. So just take a step back, do some reevaluation, and just make sure that you have self-respect. These are ways that you show that you are confident and that you're wearing your confidence every day. It is by you showing up for yourself. It's about grooming yourself. It's about embracing who you are. It's about having self-respect, and being positive. So these are the 5 tips that I have for you, and I know that you got it going on. I know that you are already confident. These are just some quick 5 tips for you to keep doing what you're doing, boo girl. And you know what? Until next video, I'll talk to you guys later. But do not forget to always aspire to inspire somebody every day. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comments area if you want to see different type of videos, and I'll be more than happy to get that popping for you. So again, beauties, I thank you for tuning in, and you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Bye, guys.